We conducted a test that many of you were waiting for. We put the same gold scalper on multiple brokers to compare the trading conditions, and the results are quite interesting and surprising. The broker that showed the best results for the last 3 weeks is fortunately one of the brokers we are using, and even though they openly shared that when many traders use the same EA and there is a huge position transfer to the market, there might be slippage issues, they still came out on top in the comparison as having the best execution. So let me show you the test my team and I performed, and if you want to keep an eye on all the tests we are performing, all you need to do is subscribe to be sure you don't miss a video. So the expert advisor we used for the test is the Happy Gold, because it is one of the fastest gold scalpers that hold trades for a couple of seconds. If I show you the close trades, you will see that the trades last for 1, 3, 2 seconds, sometimes is less than a second. If you see the dash, it is less than a second, which is extremely fast. It rarely keeps trades open for a long time, and right in here, exactly this trade that happened on the 13th of July made me compare the results with a few more brokers where we simultaneously run the same expert advisor, the Happy Gold, and we've also installed those platforms on the same VPS with the fastest execution possible, so we are having this similar trading environment, at least from our side. Now what happens on the broker side is a totally different thing, and if I show you the account tracker, which makes it all possible to compare results, you will see that we opened a live account with Fusion Markets. CFI is very new, just 2 trades opened, Vantage and Ultima Markets, and we have our live account with Eightcap, and we have the BlackBull account in one of our premium portfolios. So we had 6 brokers to compare, and I compared the 3 weeks starting from the beginning of July. So if I go to the terminal one more time and I switch to the beginning of July and I switch to the 18th, this is where I completed the test, and I go to the close trades, you will see that there were plenty of trades, basically enough to make a comparison between the brokers. And to make it easier for you, I've put the 4 tabs on my screen and I took a screenshot so you can see the difference. Eightcap had a negative of 78.5 pips, which was interesting because Eightcap was the best broker for gold scalpers just probably the last 3 months, and now it is clearly BlackBull, 26.7 pips, negative 45 with Vantage and negative 41 with Ultima. And the other interesting thing was that this losing trade from the gold didn't really happen on BlackBull. So I said, okay, one trade that wasn't in BlackBull might give us a little bit misleading results. So I ran the tests until this losing trade without including it, and I have the test right in here, and you will see that from the 1st of July until the 9th of July we have 8 pips on Eightcap, which is on the profitable side. Vantage and Ultima unfortunately were losing, and BlackBull with 21 pips. So even there was nothing drastic in terms of a big losing trade, still the average was on profit with BlackBull. And I had a call with BlackBull prior to conducting this test, because many of you, the VIP users in our Discord community, share that they see different results, and they openly said that because they are a book broker, or in other words, they transfer all positions to the market, when in a single moment many of us are trading the Happy Gold, the total position becomes really big, and transferring to the market sometimes may delay with a couple of milliseconds, which are important for the happy gold scalper. That's where we see some slippage issues, but even that, still we saw the best results on BlackBull, which I honestly wasn't expecting. And we will keep testing and we will keep monitoring which broker gives us the best execution for the gold scalpers. And in this account, actually, we have the Global Trade Prime, the Prime Scalper, and the Happy Gold, the 3 gold scalpers. But I analyzed just the Happy Gold, which is the fastest scalper. But I actually had a podcast with one of the ex-owners of BlackBull, and we will probably launch this podcast middle of August, so make sure you guys subscribe not to miss it. It was very interesting to learn more about behind the scenes of the big brokers. And what he shared is that there are many variables, like it depends really from many things what the execution will be. It's the servers, it's the liquidity providers, these are the companies that deliver the pricing for the brokers, it's the institutional banking where initially the price comes from. So it's a lot of variables, and like he said, it's never stable, especially for the golds. So my conclusion after the podcast was that even BlackBull is now the top executing broker. At the time of recording this video, it doesn't guarantee that it will be next month. Maybe next month it will be Eightcap again, or it will be IC. We don't know. It depends on many factors that do not depend on us, and probably we'll never find one best broker for gold scalpers. What we can do is keep testing and trading on the one that currently offers good execution and pricing, and we'll keep you updated. So thank you very much for staying with me until the end of the video. If you want to learn more about the happy gold, check it out right here, because it's a great breakout strategy we've been using for a long time. Until the next video, I wish you safe trading. Don't forget, I love you, and trade safe. Bye.